and welcome to yet another episode of the Health and Wellness Show. My name is Chabet Birir, and kama kawaida, this is where we inform you, we educate you, we empower you and inspire you to take full control of your health and live your best life. Now today, we are doing something different, but also it's part of wellness. And we are talking about taking care of pets or having pets for comfort and company. So while you have your pets for comfort and company, we want to talk about how you can take care of your pets. And with me on set, I have 3 people who are very familiar with that topic. Personally, I'm not a pet person, but I hope at the end of this, you will convince me to, acquire a pet or 2. So we'll start from left. Introduce yourself, what you do, and if you have a pet, their names. The floor is yours. Karibuni sana to the show.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Yumpia Musioka. I'm a vet surgeon by profession, and I work with noble veterinary surgeons.
Okay.
Yes.
Karibu sana. Do you have a pet?
Yes, I do have a pet. I have a cat called Tigran.
Tigran?
Yeah, Tigran.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Karibu. Nerea.
Yes, so I'm Nerea Okanga. I do have a lovely, beautiful baby boy called Poppy. That's my home pet. And I also have a work pet. Actually, there are 2. One is called Skittles, and the other one is called Snowy.
Skittles and Snowy.
Yeah.
And the one at home is?
Poppy.
Poppy.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting names there. And last but not least, before we go to, you'll introduce him or her. You said
it's a her.
It's a her. Introduce yourselves.
So yeah, my name is Mugo. This is Zena. We are from Green Garden Kennels, where she is there also with her sisters, brothers, and also another 30 dogs we have there.
Okay.
So yeah.
Interesting. I've never seen a dog this big, so I'm actually amazed and surprised and, scared at the same time. But I hope you'll convince me that she is not harmful. Or
she's actually very friendly. This is one of the dogs we go to compete with at the shows.
Okay.
And because of that now, so we have to socialize them quite a lot. With
people,
kids, judges, because especially judges, they come and they do many things, touching all over.
She actually looks friendly.
Yeah, she's extremely friendly. Actually, even kids hug her. She's very, very okay.
Okay. Wow.
But is not the breed. The breed itself as a Caucasian, they are usually very protective.
Okay.
So we have to do a bit of work to make them this docile and what. And already, there's something I like telling people, like now we see we're in a setting like this. She's been here for 10 minutes. So now no one else can come here because now she's decided this. She's protecting us for now.
The territory is ours.
The territory is ours. So now no one can come in.
Okay. So karibuni sana to the show.
Thank you.
I want you to now tell us what inspired you to own pets, starting from Daktari right there.
My inspiration, actually, I drew it from just the ordinary farm setup. Because I grew up in rural areas. Yeah, and there you growing up with everyone. Goats,
cows,
dogs, everyone there. Yeah, and you see there's that connection, especially when you are young. There's that sense of owning something. And for me, it was dogs. Okay. Yeah, and we used to go hunting with them. I'll go look after cattle, and me and my dogs, I was sure I was secured, and they will keep me company the whole day. So
for safety and company.
Yeah.
Okay. Nerea, what inspired you to have Skittles and Poppy and
Snowy?
Okay.
For me, I grew up with pets all my life, mostly dogs. I'd actually never owned a cat before. So I think the love for animals was always there since I was a kid. But in terms of maybe owning a cat, I always thought I'd have a dog perhaps. And there's still time. I'll still own a dog.
You're still thinking about it?
Yeah, if I can accommodate it, then I'll definitely have it. But for cats specifically, it started when I saw an injured little kitten that I used to sort of see at some shop where I used to live in. So one day it got hit by a car, the bowel movements weren't really moving. So I said, let me take it, let me see what I can do, see if I can rescue it with love. And sure enough, after 2-3 days, it finally managed to pass to. And for me, that was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even take it to a vet. I'm sorry, you know, I just thought love would do it, and sure enough, it did.
Okay.
And when I stayed with the cat, because I'd never been with cats, you know, you always hear cats think they're your bosses. Cats are not, you know, they don't like to be lovable or anything like that. That's not true, and especially black cats, that's not true. So that first one actually was called Chewy. The very first one, the one that was hit by a car, was called Chewy. So that's the first cat that made me really realize that cats are friendly. You know, they say dogs lift up your spirits, but cats calm down your heart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dogs lift up your spirit,
Yeah.
cats
Calm down your heart. Yeah.
I didn't know. All right, so how about you, Baba Zena?
Me, it started a while back. Actually, I was very young when I used to live in Djibouti, where I grew up. We had many stray dogs. And, you know, we were a bunch of boys. We used to go play football outside there. And we had our stray dogs. And what used to happen, and it's interesting, like other kids from other areas would come also play football against us. So what would happen, of course, there would be some conflict. We are kids and whatever, we are very young. So we'd say, okay, we lost, but we have our dogs here. And we chase them away using our dogs. So from when we were still that young, we started teaching our dogs the word chase. And the dogs pick it up so quickly, and I was so amazed. I was like, hey, these dogs, hey, we taught them how to chase those guys away when they beat us, because we used to be beaten many times. So that's kind of where it started. Like I really loved animals, and I'd always ask my parents, can we have dogs? Can you have? And of course, you'd always be no, they're too expensive. Yeah. There's medical bills, there's this and that, and I was always like, but these dogs are always here outside. So we just take it from outside to the house. So I didn't understand when I was younger. And then now I grew up, and when I got my first dog, he's called Keanu, Bobel. Him actually, it's my previous partner who really wanted a dog, and and now I became my parent, because now I was older. No, dogs are expensive, we can, but she really insisted, and we got our first one. And at that point, we started visiting many dog kennels in Kenya. Okay. And I realized, people are not doing very funny things here. Many breeders are doing very funny things. So what could I try and do here in Kenya myself, which probably I don't want to say show away, but something different from what people are doing. You don't always have to overdo something or abuse or whatever. Yes. The other way of doing. So that's why now when I got synced into it, so my mind from no, it's too expensive, came to, okay, let me start having dogs. So it was 1 dog, 2 dogs, 3 dogs, and then now we became Green Garden Kennels, and now 30 dogs later, here we are.
So you have 30 dogs.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with that part of being expensive and cumbersome. For me, as I'm not a pet person, but my kids do want pets. So every time they ask, the younger one wants a cat, the older one wants a dog, like, where will you keep that dog? How will we feed? I mean, feeding you guys is enough trouble.
Start with a cat.
How do you manage pets? I start with a cat.
Yeah.
I'll consider still thinking about it. So, the Daktari, how do you handle caring for a pet? Medically, and then we'll come to at home and at work. Nerea has pets at work. How do you manage?
Okay, it's amazing. Let me start with acknowledging that my first pet dog was named Chewy.
Chewy. So the names are common.
Yeah.
Simba, Bosco, Chewy.
Yeah. Actually, caring for animals is very easy.
It's easy.
Very easy.
Convince me, please.
Yeah, because you just need to get everything right. And once you start on the right footing, then everything becomes quite easy. Okay. And now where you actually start with is the nutrition. Once you take care of the nutrition, the body is able to, put up its immunity. And now the other things is just medical interventions. You just make sure that the animal is treated against internal and external parasites, which are which person diseases now to the animal.
Okay.
And then the other is vaccinations. Once you take care of parasites, vaccinations, take care of nutrition, that is it. You'll actually just be going to visit the vet for routine things and probably just passing there to take a cup of coffee or something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nutrition, vaccinations, and
Yeah.
medications whenever
You just
they're
do preventive treatment
Yeah.
and nutrition,
Okay.
and you're good to go.
Is it Of course, it would be different. Cats don't take what dogs take.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
for cats, how should the nutrition be?
Cats are predominantly carnivorous, so the nutrition primarily constitutes of proteins, more proteins, actually more than 80% proteins. Yeah, for dogs, the association with people, they've developed to be omnivorous, but with inclination also to be carnivorous. Yeah, primarily they are carnivorous.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have many people who give cats what they eat, milk, food at home. Is it right?
Ideally, that should not be the case.
It should not be the case.
Yeah.
It should just stick to what that particular animal is supposed to take.
Okay.
Yeah. So and even so for dogs. Yeah, giving table scraps and stuff like that is not right, because what is good for us as people, as human, is not necessarily good for the dogs.
For the dogs.
There are so many things that are toxic to dogs.
Okay.
Yeah. That are quite okay with us. Yeah.
So you should be careful what you feed your
Just
pets.
be careful. Yeah.
Nerea, how are you taking care of Skittles and Poppy and Zeda,
okay, well, right
your
now, okay,
pets?
unfortunately, where I stay, I can't really have any pets, which is really heartbreaking. And when I would say that, because I mean, where I moved, I had to move within that time period.
Okay.
And the biggest thing for me was, can I have a pet? That's always my number one question. But unfortunately, I didn't have time to search for a place that I could have a pet. So honestly, that really broke my heart.
Sorry.
And people who don't understand pets,
They won't.
it's very hard for them to understand that. Like really, I was quite depressed for a while after I had to let my cat go to Shags, because right now he's currently in Shags, thriving. He's with some chickens there. He's very happy, as a big piece of land he can run in. So he's happy, and that makes me happy.
Okay.
But when you have a pet, I also agree with Doc here. You cannot give your pets
Food that you
leftovers.
eat. Yeah.
That's why I said, like, I can't have a pet right now because I'm not able to, accommodate a dog. Like, I really find it hard when I find big dogs even in apartments. It really bothers me, by the way. And sometimes, even if it's a friend, I'll tell them, I'm like, why would you have even a German Shepherd in an apartment? Maybe a Chihuahua, a smaller dog that that space is enough for, and many people also don't believe in taking their dogs out for walks. Just small things, routine things are very important for animals. Once you discover what their routine is, it's very easy.
Okay.
But you need to be dedicated, and that dedication can only come from love. So you can't just have a dog equal to Kabosco.
Bosco.
Those are the ones they
Amekonda.
call. And there's also a dog that I take care of where I stay. Ni Kabosco, as they call them.
Yeah.
These dogs that are a bit random, but again, just
Stray dogs.
stray dogs. Like
yes.
I would leave leftovers. Unfortunately, because also, it's better the dog has those leftovers than has nothing. So I'd always leave leftovers just in some corners where I stay. And dogs and cats, they're very good at knowing your essence and smelling your scent. So one day this dog just came, bumping into me. I'm like, Allah, where did this dog come from? But it's because, you can see
Yes.
it's wagging its tail. It's so happy to see you. So this is the one that has been eating the food I was leaving wherever. So we just developed a bond. But now I have to make sure I don't just leave food anywhere, because I don't want all the dogs where I am to come following me. So I always carry food specifically looking for that dog. I call her Sweetie, because I didn't know what else to call her.
Okay.
So I call her Sweetie. So I give her usually any leftovers I can get. I get either from a nyama place, I get it from work as well. So I unfortunately have to feed them that, because I can't walk around seeing her and knowing that she hasn't eaten, and I can't give her anything. Like, that really
so
bothers me.
compassionate of you.
Yeah, that
Wow.
really bothers me.
Yeah. And you've mentioned something about routine.
Yeah.
Having to now feed
Yeah.
Sweetie every
Yes.
now and then.
Yeah.
We'll talk about conditioning. Like if you give a dog this particular food today and it comes tomorrow, you give them a different food. Will it affect your pet? But let's listen from Kabiro.
Mugo.
Mugo. How do you take care of Zena and the 29 other dogs that you keep? Because wow, that's quite some work.
Big family.
Yeah, it's
Actually,
a big family.
Initially, now, as Doc said, to me it's easy right now because I've gotten into the routine, how to keep them. I already know where to get the food from, all that. It was so much harder when I started. I started with only one dog, my Bobel. I didn't know anything. Actually, that dog, it's very unfortunate the person who sold it to us didn't explain me many things. So we got the dog at 2 months, and I started feeding like scraps and like
Leftovers.
not necessarily leftovers, but
Yes.
things which probably the dog is not supposed to eat
take.
because the kapapi is there. You're like, sausage.
Yeah.
You just feel like doing. That dog was actually hospitalized for 3 days afterwards because I didn't know, and I was like, what happened? So the doctor was telling me it could be a couple of things. Let's root out what it could be. It could be power, it could be other. But after they did all the testing and it wasn't the bad things, they said, oh, it's the feeding. So what have you been feeding? So I said, yes, the dog, the breeder told me he was feeding probably mincemeat. Me, I'm giving it chicken. Sometimes I give it sausages, whatever. And I was like, no, you have to go back to what the dog was eating initially. So in the beginning, it was very hard to adjust to knowing what to feed them, how to feed them. And now it's actually so much simpler. Like I have all the suppliers for my guys. I know I'm going to be getting every other week like 150 kgs of chicken. Mostly it's chicken head, sometimes a bit of chicken feet and what. And then I also have another supplier for the porridge I give those guys. So it became a routine and much easier.
Okay. So once you get used to their routine and what they are, accustomed to, what they can handle, then it's easier to know what to feed them.
And then there's the other side also. Before I got to what I'm feeding them now, there was a lot of try and error. And some of my dogs, I realized like my first dog was allergic to beef. I never knew dogs could be allergic to a specific kind of meat. And I even later talked to a nutritionist and he told me, yes, if all the lineage of the dog has always been eating a specific type of meat, in time it can develop some sort of allergy. So we realized, okay, this dog is allergic to beef. Then we have another dog which is allergic to goat. Again, it's very surprising. So now we decide, okay, let's just, all of them will be eating chicken. And from time to time, we change up a bit. We give some maybe duck or lamb or something different, just to switch it up so that they don't have always the same food.
The same food. That's very interesting. We're about to go on a break, but I'm loving this. You might convince me, but you'll tell me how much it costs because 30 dogs chicken every day. I don't think, but maybe with time. So, Daktari, tell us, with the different, of course, the food, the nutrition, and everything else. What are the do's and don'ts for, there are people who don't take their pets for vaccinations, for example. There's also like the general care, clipping, washing. What are the do's and don'ts for pets?
Let's start with the preventive treatment. Like what you need to do to make sure that your animals are just set to go. Deworming. Deworming, just deworm using seek vet advice and do not just go and buy drugs from over the counter and come and do it. Like most people will think that dewormers for cows are equally good for dogs. You should not do that. Actually, some are toxic. I have on several times attended to dogs that will ultimately die because of toxicity that were given dewormers for cows. So now that is one for such. Then the other things are like vaccinations. Do not vaccinate dogs yourself because you do not know about the cold chain, the timings for vaccines. So let that one be handled by the professional. Yeah, because it looks like it's like a cost-cutting measure. Yeah, and it's easy to do. It's a dog, so what? You know, people will say it's a dog, I can inject it, so what? Yeah, but those are some of you know.
Always consult a vet or a
Always consult
professional.
a professional.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So Nerea, for you, have you had instances where your cats fall sick or, you know?
Yeah, actually, it's funny you're from Noble because before I took my cat to Shags, actually boarded him at Noble in South Sea for quite a while, and I'll take him there for grooming. The vaccinations are very important. It's good to just get even the flea collar. It's there's that, I don't know which one it's called, the one that's put on the neck. It lasts for like almost a month or 2 months. Yeah. So just finding those small things that can sort of just give your pet comfort. I think is really important. It's good to consult, just like the way you go to the doctor for a health check. If you have animals that you love, you
just
need
like
to
having
make
a
sure.
baby,
Yes,
a child, taking care of a human being.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I
think
can't
it's
believe you
even more
said it. Yes, thank God it came from you. It's like a baby.
Learning. Yes, just like a baby. It's more expensive, right?
Oh, yeah.
How is it for you? Have you had instances of your dogs getting sick? And how often do you vaccinate?
So for vaccination, that's just once an year for the DHLP and rabies, the boosters. And when for puppies, they have a chain of what they are supposed to be given. Some starts at 4 weeks, then or 6 weeks, then 2 weeks later, another 2 weeks. So vaccination, that's for that. But now when it comes to my dogs getting sick, I've had so many.
Wow.
Either they get sick or they get injuries while playing. Like now the most recent, one of my big dog, like the brother to this one, was actually hospitalized for a month and a half. He was at Nobles.
Wow.
Because he was playing with his sister, her sister now again. And that one is the sister is very strong and very playful. So she pushed him and then he hit his elbow and cracked it actually. So yeah, the injuries and getting sick, that is something I've seen over and over. But which is normal because even people who have only one dog, they still experience it. So now you can imagine, you multiply that by 30. So you'll always have a case to case, whether it's from a puppy, a bigger one, whether it's just a cold, a kennel cough, a tick fever, this. Wow. So it teaches us a lot actually on the measures you have to take, like Doc was saying, preventive, especially when it comes to tick, fleas and what. It's very important to make sure that you stay clean, like you clean your kennels with the proper and they call antiseptic for disinfectant to kill all kinds of parasites and what. Then you also deworm them, which is very important. You give them the spot-ons, the bravectors, the whatevers, just to make sure that they don't get now all those things. And this is something you just have to learn.
Bugo, my director is telling me we are overrunning. So we'll take a break, a very short break, and then we'll come back and you'll tell us more about how to take care of your dogs. Don't go away. We'll be right back.